You can feel the excitement and the engagement and the enthusiasm when you walk into a restaurant where people, meaning the team, wants to be there. When the people taking care of you at a restaurant feel enthusiastic about one another, what they're doing, their mission, the leaders that they work for, it's contagious and it spreads throughout the restaurant. This, of course, probably comes as no surprise to most restaurant leaders that are trying to execute and deliver this, but that leadership component is truly irreplaceable. No system, compensation, or other tool can replace an exceptionally strong leader. And that's what brings me to you today. I wanted to share a relatively recent blog that we posted, and actually it's been on our site for maybe about a year, and it's consistently attracting a lot of conversation and interest, and it aligns with a lot of the work that we've been doing with restaurant leaders to not only build selection systems and assessments, but also tools internally to develop and internally select the next round of leaders. And that's what makes it possible once that energy and that excitement is built within the team and that guest experience or customer experience is being consistently delivered to build the business both within the four walls as well as scale and expand having more restaurants and growing overall. So what you're seeing here is just a quick rundown of this blog that I wanted to highlight for you. We also took a look at all of our employee engagement and retention research from about the past 6 years. And we looked at, just what is the biggest, strongest predictor of people feeling that the organization is an exceptional place to work, that they're cared for, they're trusted, they have that sense of belonging. And again, it'll come as no surprise, but that general manager or managing partner, as well as the leadership team behind them, makes the biggest difference in terms of whether someone views that work environment as positive and encouraging or as one that's just lackluster and just the place that I'm working and getting a paycheck right now. And that's important not only because turnover, it costs over $5,000 a year in US dollars for an hourly employee, but also because that leader, that the quality of the leadership experience sets a ceiling for your team's experience, which then sets a ceiling for your guest experience. So you can see some of that background here as you go through this resource. And then also you can even take a sample management assessment, or you can reach out to us with specifics about what type of leadership tools you might be using or what you would want to see from a sample assessment. I also, before I wrap up, I wanted to highlight, not just because I love a good Venn diagram, but also what assessments can do and the assessments that we're putting together for both hiring and development can do for leadership. So we find it helpful to think about an assessment in terms of any combination of tests. And you can see these different categories here, whether it's skill and ability, where we might present a candidate, internal or external, with mock emails, data, simple data, similar to a P&L or a marketing report that they might need to analyze, and ask them to make some decisions. We even have inventory exercises as part of our problem-solving cognitive ability assessments. So that's one example. We also have leadership ability. Just how do they handle conflict? How do they handle a crisis or differences in opinion? Then we have personality assessments. The research by our founders and then over the past 4 decades has shown again and again the importance of curiosity, flexibility, and open-mindedness, as well as other key traits in determining restaurant leader success. And so we have short, precise assessments that are seen as engaging and job related for those. And then we might have, of course, there's just broad variety in the types of restaurants that are out there, which makes it such a wonderful, fascinating space, an exciting space to work in. So what is your own unique culture? How can we help select leaders that are going to thrive in it? And we can incorporate that. And then at the center is really situational, which could be a broad range of different qualities measured through putting candidates in real life situations, whether it's that problem solving where they're looking at an email or a marketing report, or measuring their personality through a realistic situation. Those are all key pieces that we can assess that come together to be beautifully incremental and predict someone who's going to thrive and grow your organization so you can not only scale internally, but externally. So I encourage you to check out the link to this resource and reach out to us if there's any samples or resources that we can share with you.